Hello, everyone. This your girl Brenda P. Coming straight up, finna tell y'all a little bit about me. The title of this would be Who is the Lady We're Listening to? Y'all remember me telling you that I'm gonna give a little brief bio about me and who I am. Before I get started, I want to say thanks to all my friends, my followers, people that believe in me all over the world. We're global, and I just thank everyone for believing in me and continuing to be my friend, my follower, my listeners, my viewers. I just thank everyone. But I'm going to give y'all a little bit about my upbringing. My name is Brenda Patterson. My mother name is Thelma Patterson, and my father name is Quincy Patterson. I was born June the 2nd, 1959. And those were my parents. When I was coming up young, we came up poor. We wasn't rich. My mother, I just give her honor because my mother did the best she could as raising her kids. She had five of us, and she did a wonderful job. She did the best she could raising us. My father, on the other hand, he was married to my mom, but my father was in and out of prison most of his life, okay, because my dad, he was one of those poppers. So my dad wasn't there to help my mom with us majority of the time. But my mom, she did the best she could. She did the best she could. My mother had to drop out of school to raise her sisters and brothers. So therefore, my mom couldn't read and write that well. So she did all she could to send us to school. I was my mother's first child to graduate from high school. I graduated from Seminole High School in June of 1977. Okay, so I can remember like when we were young, coming up. Like I say, we didn't have a lot. My mom used to she made sure we went to school. I was always maybe what you say the most. I would say maybe the little bad little girl. I I always liked to book everything. I would run away from home when I was young. Um, it's a true thing about my mom. Actually, my mom. We was raised up in the church, so you can tell people that's raised up in the church, even though they get with. Sometimes you get caught up with the wrong crew in your days. But my mom always made us go to church, and I went to church. I always liked to sing, always in the church. But then once I got old enough, I didn't want to go to church. Not to the church that my mom, because they had this little Holy Ghost church, and I just didn't. That wasn't for me. As I started growing up, I went to mid school. I went to Goldsboro Elementary. From Goldsboro Elementary, I went to in middle school. I went to Lakeview. From Lakeview, I went to Crooms High School. Crooms Academy. No, it wasn't a high school. I think it was like ninth grade, if I can recall. I went there, and from there I went to Seminole High School. But now let's go back to some of this coming up before. I used to be just this fine little chick that I was born with a fine body, and I got so much attention. I've done some things in my life that I wasn't proud of. But I always say if I could do things again, I wouldn't I would probably do things a little different. So the reason I say that is because the things that I'm doing now, the stuff that I'm doing now, everybody has a past. Yes, of course, I've been to jail. I've even been to prison. Um, so there, that just goes to show that you can get tied up, caught up in some things, And that's why people always hear me say, my past is my future. I thank God for delivering me. I used to go to school, and I would go to school every day. My mama would shop at Goodwill, and that's what she would make us put on. I was the grown one, so when I leave the house, I would go to Zayre's and I would shoplift, because that's what school kids do. And I would change clothes. I would change clothes, and then I would take my clothes off and put back on the clothes that my mama made me go to school in. And until and then my mom was very strict on us. My mother was so strict on me. And I think that's what caused me to be caught up with the wrong people. Because my mom, I tell people now, nobody should think that their children is better than anyone else's child, because the one that does that, look what their children turn out to be. All of us didn't turn out to be as fortunate as others. Okay, I thank God that I didn't get killed out there. I got on drugs. Y'all wouldn't believe this, but when I decided to get with the crew, trying to be growner than I am, running away from home, my mama looking for me, I'm running away from home because I want to be with me a boyfriend. I used to put wig heads in the bed, and I would lay there and put cover on it, and they go to bed, I sneak out the window because I wanted to go out and have fun. My mother didn't let us do what everybody else's children did. So I chose to do the trouble I got into. It wasn't my mother's fault. It was my fault. I can't blame nobody for my life but me. We always grow up and we make excuses. We make excuses for the choices in life that we took. My mother did the best she could. Anything I did when I went to jail, the stuff I did, I didn't learn that from home. I got that from hanging out, wanting to be grown, hanging out with people older than me, hanging up on 13th Street, ripping and running, going to the bar at a young age, wasn't supposed to be there. Like I say, mom working 2, 3 jobs, trying to take care of her children, and I'm sneaking out the house because I want to go to the center. I want to go to the clubs. Wasn't old enough, but my body was growing up like I'm a young lady, looking good, and that's the life I chose. It's not what my mama wanted me to be. It was the life I chose. I hear people always make excuses. I don't make excuses for the road I traveled down. I don't make excuses for what I chose to do. I don't make excuses for when I went to prison. I deserved it to go there. Everything that happened in my life, it was supposed to happen. Because if I hadn't went, I might have been dead, sleeping in my grave. So I thank God for the good, the bad, and the ugly. I thank him for everything that he allowed to happen in my life. Like I say, if I could make some choices, some changes, I would do things a little different. And another thing, I've always been like a leader. As I got older, I wasn't a person that, when I was younger, you have to get involved with someone. I always liked to be around older people. Even when I was in school, I dated older guys. As a matter of fact, I did. I liked the older guys. I got tied up with a young man, and a lot of people know who I'm talking about, but I don't think it's feasible to call this man name. But he was old enough probably to be my grandpa, but he was in love with me. And when I was coming up, young girl, I was having $100 bills then because he was giving it to me. of course, little fast girl out there and you hanging around with grown folks and stuff. I always liked the new cars. So when I was coming up, if a man bought me a new car, that was my man. You can believe that, baby. That was my man. So you bought me a new car, something like that. And I always dealt with men that could help look out for me. My husband spoiled me up to this day. I always had life kind of easy, even though I didn't deserve it. I didn't deserve the life that I had, but people always loved me. I was always a person that I've always been loved by many, probably hated by many as well. But the ones that loved me had enough love for me that the ones that didn't like me, who cared? It didn't make a difference because it didn't matter to me. I've been like this all my life. Another thing I'd like to tell y'all is in my life of being in trouble. Oh my God, my dog wanna come up. Hey baby, quit smelling me. Getting in and out of trouble. I got married. My father had told me not to marry if I wasn't married by the time I got 35 years of age. By then, I done stopped going to jail. I want to change my lifestyle. I don't want to be out there no more. I want to come to church and I want to sing in the choir. That's what I wanted to do then. So I chose to say, well, I'm tired now. I went to prison. Let me bring this to y'all. The last time I went to prison, I want to say this to people. Prison is not a good place for first offenders. Y'all would be so shocked to know what's going on in those penitentiaries. When I went in there, just for a little shoplifting, I wanted some new clothes, some underwear and stuff like that. I ended up going to prison because I cussed the judge out, of course. I didn't want to do jail time. I wanted to do prison time because it was told to me that that time was much easier to do. So I went to court and I cussed the judge out, and he sent me to prison for a year and a day. You get a year and a day, you get to go there. So you got more freedom there. But would you guys believe me? When I got to that prison, it's so much go on in there. It's unbelievable. Drugs, that's where I got on drugs at. In Lower Penitentiary in Ocala, Florida. I didn't know nothing about no drugs out here. I wasn't on no drugs. I never did that, that wasn't who I was. I was brought up in the church. I was a little fast mama, but baby, I had never did no drugs. And not just did I do drugs, I have $1 million because no, I never snorted cocaine. I was hanging with the big dogs. Rich man, high, poor man dream. I did cocaine in my veins. I thank God that I didn't, get a disease from it. I'm putting these drugs in my veins just to feel good. Until one day, God delivered me from it. He delivered me from it. So I have not been the lady that I am now all my life. I have lived a hard life. I've shedded tears. I've done things that I'm not proud of. But I also say, when I look over my life and think things over, I would tell you now, my past is my future. So the reason I'm doing the things that I'm doing now, as far as sharing my story, my bariatric story, is because I knew I always liked it helping people. I knew that I was a gifted child and God had something for me when I was working with Women of Renewing Minds. That's where we had a program. We were getting women out of jail, bringing them into the program. And I used to tell my partners, God bless the dead, one of my friends, she passed on. She was the CEO there. She was the owner of it, and it was four of us. We worked there, and we started off, we were supposed to have court-ordered women's only, but it got out of control because we started letting other women's in and, stuff like that. So the program really was decent. They made me, they made me the, God, what was my position there? I was anyway, I was the one that basically organized the program. And I told my friend, I say, what we need to do is we can't, because the first thing happened when you bringing grown women in the program, and the first thing they say, if they know you did this too. It don't matter what I did back then. The thing is now, I'm doing everything I can to help you. And if you don't want the help, let's put them back in there. Send them back. My tolerance was zero, because now I know God got me here for a purpose to let my past be my future by helping others. And that's why I say I'm helping women now all over the world. Like I said, I didn't know my purpose. I didn't know what it was that God wanted me to do, but I do know it was pertaining to helping someone, helping people. I've been a giver all my life. I've blessed so many people in my life. And some of those same people that you have blessed in your life, they give you the ass to kiss. Right to this day. Excuse my language. But it's all good. God is still making a way. He makes a way out of no way. This is a promise. He makes a way out of no way. And now that I'm doing this bariatric journey, I have connected with so many women all over the world that literally tells me that they appreciate me for what I'm doing. But y'all don't know how that makes me feel. And I promised these women that I'm going to do the best I can to carry this journey out. I went to the hospital. I got sick. Y'all, I have asthma. And I have severe asthma. So the doctors told me I needed to take the surgery. So I took the surgery, but I wasn't going to do that. I was okay with me. But I feel better. And when I was laying in that bed, it seemed like something came to me and said, now is your time. It came to me plain as day. I was wondering, how was I going to get my podcast running? How was I going to get people to follow me? Something came to me plain as day. It was God. Share your journey. So when I spoke to my doctor and I told him, I'm going to share the journey. He said, you're going to share the journey, the whole story. So that's what I'm doing. And I promised everyone that I'm going to continue to do this journey. Now, as I travel down this journey, the bariatric journey, it came to me, okay, if you're going to do that, you like being funny, sometimes people be depressed. So now let's do some skits. So I was praying and I said, God, send me somebody that I can work with so that I can do some skits. I want to do some comical stuff. I just want to do something. And the character that I come on with, his name is Toto. That's the name I gave him. And we worked so good together. And I thank God for sending him, in my life to, work with me on this here. And then I kept praying and I asked God to send me someone else, someone to help me with this vision that I had. And he has done just that. So I like I say, soon I'm gonna be doing a podcast, and I'm just wanting to fulfill everything that I know that God wants me to do. I want to reach out to people all over the world. You know, a good prophet, a good person can't. They didn't get fed from home. One of my ladies came on. One of my followers, she came on, and I had shed some tears on one of my lives, and she came on and she said, "It's okay," because I got so emotional because of I'm getting so much attention from out of town. Some of y'all women don't even know me, and y'all will tell me you love me. Some of them told me, say, "I'm with you." I'm like, "Chucky, we gonna ride until we gonna ride until we die. I'm with you." Come on, to hear people say that we riding with you to the end, that speak volumes to me. That's why I tell y'all, I'm gonna finish this mission, and nobody can stop it. And I'm gonna say this: I don't know the day or tomorrow when God take me away from this world, because all of our days is numbered. We got an expiration date, and I don't have a clue as to when it is. But one thing I'm gonna say is, when I'm dead and gone, my legacy will last. Because what I'm doing now, this bariatric journey, it should have been done. Women has been needing this for years. When I'm dead and gone, it will carry on. So I will be done, completed the mission that I was on. That's why I tell the ladies every Thursday, this is just not my platform. It's all of ours. We are one. We are sticking together. I don't care what color, what race. I love them all. I don't try to leave out nobody. I've never been like that. So we are one. This platform that I put together and that we have put together, it will last forever. You got women that come on and they say, "We ain't had the surgery, but we listening to you and we're doing good." So, ladies, I just wanted to come on and give y'all a little bit of little something about me. And hopefully one day I might write a book, because my life is very interesting. Very interesting. I go to church now. I sing in the choir. I am a Christian. I have been born again. And I thank God for it. I don't have to go back out there in the clubs no more. I have fun at home. I have associates. And I'm very, very content with the way I'm living now. I'm slowed down. I live a decent lifestyle now. I don't live a dangerous lifestyle anymore. Some people just decide they want to live dangerous all their life. Nah, I be happy at home. I have 3 babies, both Precious and Diamond. They are little Furby dogs. Those are my babies. I wasn't blessed to have kids. Well, I'm take that back. God forgive me. I had miscarriages. But back then I really didn't really want kids, because why would I get kids and wasn't gonna take care of them? And then when I decided I really wanted to have one, I was very particular about who I would have to be my baby's father. So I skipped over that. I wasn't blessed with kids, but I did help my baby sister with hers. She has two boys, and I helped her with her kids, and that's just like mine. And Then I had another son that I took to be mine. And unfortunately, I guess the season had ended on that, Um, so it is what it is, Uh, God has tremendously blessed me. And my husband, he passed away January the 29th, 2019. So, I am a single lady. Um, Hopefully, maybe one day God will place somebody in my life, and I don't know, send me the right person, because he got to be the right person, because I am established. I'm already established, and maybe one day I'll be up for grabs again. I don't know. I'm gonna let God do it though. So I'm gonna get up off of here. I just wanted to come on, tell y'all a little bit about me and my life. I can cook too. I like to cook. But now when my husband passed, I don't cook as much as I used to. Now I can't cook like I used to because of the surgery. So you have to be very careful. Now I can't eat a lot, and I'm doing this journey, and so many people listening to me, and I'm just doing my thing, I coming on, and my goal is to be a blessing to someone, be a blessing to someone, and I see me all over the world. It's already been predestined. It's already been spoken, and I'm just gonna fulfill the mission, okay? And all of y'all that's continuing to roll with me, let's roll, baby. Let's roll hard. We ain't no stopping us now. No, 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 no. Ain't no stopping us now. So I know most of my friends and followers will see this. I couldn't give y'all all my life story because some of y'all might have been scared of me, or I'm just joking. But maybe one day I'll write a real book and tell my story, because, like I always say, my past will be my future. Some of the things that I went through, a lot of women wouldn't have even been able to cross the street with some of the things that I've seen in my life, been right there. Some of the things that I was bold enough to get involved with, other women couldn't step in my shoes. That's why I say, if you got some shoes, baby, walk in your own shoes, because you can't walk in mine. I don't try to walk in nobody else's shoes, because I gotta, keep mine. I gotta keep my heels up in there. You know what I'm saying? So, when you go, I don't like to judge people. I've had lots of people judge me because of my past. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. I never cared what people said about me. A lot of time when people talk about you, they really love you, or they want to be like you. Like I used to say, don't dislike me, get like me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I had a past, I always had just about anything. God has blessed me. You know what I'm saying? God has blessed me because I've been faithful. We're not perfect. The only person I know is perfect is him, is the master. And he knew when God wrote that book of life for each one of us, when our name was put in that book, he knew that this night I was going to be on here telling a little bit about me. He already knew this. He is the beginning and the end. He know every strand of hair that's on our head. So I live my life like that. When I made mistakes, God knew I was going to make mistakes. He knew this. If nobody had made mistakes, everybody had been perfect, I wonder what this life would be like. I wonder what this life would be like. Then if I was perfect, or if I was any better than anybody else, then I wouldn't be on here telling y'all what I'm telling you now, because I was Miss Goody Two-Shoe. That's not so, I've been there, been here, been there, been here, been there, did this, done that, Shot my own self in the leg. Nobody didn't shoot me. I shot myself. Because you know why? I felt like I wanted to feel what it felt like. So I shot myself. Some might say, isn't that stupid? Yeah, it was. But I was high. Okay? Feeling no pain, though. Doctor said, she's a blessing that I didn't hit that bone in the front of my leg. Because then I'd have been paralyzed. But God wasn't ready for me to be paralyzed. Because he knew I had some missions to accomplish. So yeah, I done been there, done this, done that, shot drugs, did it all. Had things, went with men, things I've done. I wasn't ashamed of it because I did it. So, yeah. So the lady that you guys are listening to, the lady that y'all listening to is me, Brenda Patterson-Knight, born June the 2nd, 1959. I'm a Gemini. I only celebrate my birthday on June 2nd. On June the 2nd, people from all over tell me, Bren, we honor you on your birthday because my birthday is the most important day of my life. I was brought into this world, and nobody wouldn't have enjoyed me or had the privilege of knowing me if it wasn't for June 2nd. So on June the 2nd, I don't work. I never did. I don't care what job I was on. That's my holiday. June 2nd is the day I will put my Cash App up. At 11:59, I would take my Cash App down. So people tells me, put your Cash App up. June the 2nd, I will put my Cash App up. And anybody who wants to honor me, they can. But everybody know I don't take late gifts. So if you people that know me, they know. One thing about Bren that everybody know about me, that knows me, I will only accept a gift on June the 2nd. And when 11:59 come, I don't want it. Save it for the next year. And no matter if it's $5, $1, I'm honored because it's just the thought of it. So my birthday is very important to me because if it wasn't for that birthday, no one would have met me. And I wish a lot of people would respect their birthday like that. You know, I hear some people say, I party all month. That's you. To each his own. I was born one day, June 2nd, 1959. Okay? So that is something that's very important to me, my birthday. And I really, a lot of people been wanting me to tell them why I act like that on my birthday. Why do I only accept gifts on my birthday? Because it's my birthday. Now, me and my husband that got married, I didn't care nothing about our anniversary because we got married October the 14th, 2000. Okay, if I got October the 14th, he forgot October the 14th, who cares? Because it's your anniversary just like it's mine. So if I forgot it and he didn't mention it, so we both forgot it. So it wasn't a thing where we got married October the 14th and my husband had to just honor me on that day. Because it was both of us. Both of us did that. I told him, don't buy me no flowers. Don't buy me no flowers. Why would you spend $150 on some roses when I can get me a pair of shoes? I could buy me 2 or 3 pair of shoes because I don't need no $100 pair of shoes. You understand? I've never been that woman that want to stay in the store all the time and spend all my money in no shopping store. No, ma'am. You're not going to get all the Brenda Patterson money. It ain't going like that. You know what I can do with $150? You'll send me some roses, and they're going to be dead in a couple of days. I told my husband, baby, please don't do that no more. Don't send me no edible arrangements, because the fruit don't be sweet all the time, no way. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little bit about me, and as I continue my journey, our journey, the bariatric journey, the podcast is coming soon. I'm already doing my comedy. As y'all know, I tag Country Wayne in them all because that's the first person I want to sit down and have dinner with. I'd like for him to give me some points, and I'm going to meet him soon. I'm going to meet him. So y'all wish me luck on this journey. And any of y'all that see this here, y'all come on and join us on Thursday nights, or just support us. If you like what you see, like, share. This old poor girl from Sanford, Florida, she's just doing something to try to reach out to women, men all over the world. And it's something that's going to take place. It's nothing that's going to fail. It ain't going to fail. So anybody that's praying that it fail, better change your prayer. You better get on board, baby, because this train going to keep on rolling. This train going to keep on rolling. And it's mandatory that it keep on rolling. So when God puts something together, how dare someone try to tear it down? The foundation is built. The foundation is put together. Nobody can stop it. So only thing I got to do is y'all keep praying for me. Y'all pray that I be strong enough. And the whole while I've been doing this little journey, I've only had one negative person come on my platform. And it was not them coming on. It was just a frowning face. And I told my followers this: do not fight for me. We're going to have some ignorant people come on, which is fine with me. Just know that the lady that y'all is listening to, she can handle them. I'll make them cry like a baby, because she is a strong woman. I've never been weak, and I stand for righteousness. But I came up tough. So for people that think that they can take my kindness for weakness, no, it's not so. God is on my side now, but we're not going to tolerate people getting on my platforms disrespecting. We're going to love on each other. That's mandatory. So I've only had, like I said, one frowning face, and that ain't nobody but God. When I put my bathing suit on and walked out, I think that we had one person say something. Are you serious? I said I'm doing the journey. So you guys, I got to share. That's why I know anybody couldn't have did this. Because who's going to take time, tell people they constipated or they did this here? See, us women, we are different. We are cute. So you got to be a strong woman to do what I do. I want y'all to know, don't take my kindness for weakness, because it's not easy doing what I'm doing to try to help people all over the world and to expose myself. I'm not going to expose myself, but I have got to show as I lose weight, and that's what I signed up for. So I need all y'all to pray for me. Continue encouraging me, and keep on listening to Brenda P. titled, Who is the Lady You're Listening to? That would be me, of course. One that's going to fight to the end. One that's not scared to walk up on the wall. One that will stand and speak what's right and mean what's right. So ladies and gents, I want to thank y'all for taking the time out to listen at me. for these little 30-some minutes. I chose to do it. My manager wanted to do this more in a professional way, but I think I did well myself. I I think I did well. I'm sure y'all heard me really well, okay? So, guess what? I come on Thursday nights, 8 o'clock. Y'all continue to look and like, share, make comments. Anyone want to shoot the stars or the little tokens? Y'all go ahead on and do it. Facebook keep telling me to say that. So y'all do what you want to do. You like it, share it. Get new, if you want to follow me, whatever you choose to, it's nothing mandatory that has to be done. I hope that I'm blessing y'all, like, and y'all is a blessing to me just by listening. And we're gonna be on. We are already global. We're gonna be so big. We worldwide. We're gonna be so big that, hey, a lot of y'all gonna meet me in person. A lot of people have inquired about the cruise that I'm going on. Like I said, I'm going on Virgin Voyage. That'll be in June. June coming. Anyone that wants to know more about this cruise, y'all ask me. Ask me about it. I don't have a link for it. But it's Virgin Voyage, and I'll be going to the Dominican next June of next year, the 21st through the 26th, if I'm not mistaken. And hey, we're going to have a good time. So anyone that's interested, when I come on, y'all need to go ahead and inbox me. Anybody that wants to speak to me personally, I have been taking time out to call. Y'all inbox me your phone number. Once I call you, you're locked in, okay? And as long as I can engage with my audience, engage with my friends, my followers, even viewers, as long as I can engage with y'all, I promise you I will. Now, one day I'm going to be big. And, actually, I'm getting big now. People is knowing me all over. And one day it might be too much for me that I might have to scan who I can and who I can't talk to. Just know that right now, we are all one big family, okay? And I love all of y'all. And I appreciate y'all. One other thing I wanted to tell y'all. And if you get depressed or something, go on and look at me and Toto. I'm doing the comedy as well. Hopefully I'll get the podcast up next year, before next year. I got some help now, and we're going to be pushing. We're really going to be pushing. So y'all stay on board with me. Continue to trust and put your faith in me. This is the lady that you're listening to. Thank y'all for letting me lead you through this journey. And I thank y'all for believing in me to come on every Thursday with me. I've decided that I'm going to try to go on like maybe 40 in the morning, because I have people in Africa, people everywhere, where we have like 4 to 6 hour difference in time. So eventually I'm going to build up enough nerve to get in the bed and wake up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to go live just to see how many people would be interested in the journey. Okay, see how many people might still want to hear me. See how many people that is missing us when we come on regular, okay? So y'all, I'm going to have to get on up from here and take care of one of my babies, because she looked like she done got sick. If y'all can see her, there she go right here. She's done ran over here by me. Look like she trying to throw up. This Miss Diamond, y'all. She's very sick, so y'all continue to pray for her. I think she done started having seizures. God, it's going to be hard if something happened to her. But if something happened to her, she going to have a funeral. She going to have a real funeral. Not just a real funeral. She going to have a real funeral. A real one. So, y'all pray for Miss Diamond. That's my baby. She's my first baby. Once again, that's Miss Diamond. Hey. Oh. So, okay, y'all. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all on Thursday. Don't forget to go on my pages. I got a personal page. I got a business page. I got a friend page. I got YouTube. I got Instagram. I got TikTok. All of them. So y'all go on, look at me, like, share. Hey, just view. Whatever. I don't know why people like to look and don't like to take that little thing and just say, bam, I like it. You ain't got to say nothing. Just say, I like it. Bam. I don't understand it. So I thank y'all for your support. I'm going to have to get on up out of here now. I love y'all. See y'all on Thursday night.